There we go. We're live.
We are live for the A-Class race. All right. And my, oh my, is it a big one. This is the biggest A-Class turnout we have had at Backyard MX.
Gate.
The turnout for Honda, man, it's just crazy. Everyone's on Honda. We got one Husky, one Cowie, and one Suzuki. Everyone else seems to be repping red.
All right. So while we wait, let's talk about this man right here, Impus number 464. He is our red plate holder and is the man to beat tonight here in the A-Class. If there's one man who can challenge him, it is the man who he battles with day in and day out, number 922 McManus. We'll talk more about these rider profiles as we get further into the race, but let's get on the gate here. And the gate is down. Let's see who will get the whole shot. It's a smaller class than our B and C class, so it's possible we won't have such carnage in the whole shot. Ooh, Hunter comes out strong. McManus comes out strong. Watt gets the whole shot. McManus in second. Hunter in third. Really bar to bar with Impus and McChicken. Let's see if Watt Digger can hold up, because he has got a stacked lobby behind him, guys. It's no joke. McManus passes him for the lead. Hunter is in second. Impus is in fourth behind Watt, but makes the pass, so Impus is in third now. McChicken and Rye are pushing up in the pack here. Man, Watt, you have got everybody in this server has got their work cut out for them tonight. Nobody is checking out anytime soon. McManus is still holding the lead here. It is a pain train, and I don't want to be a part of it.
He gets pushed outside. It makes Chicken go into third.
Ooh, so Watt Digger went down. So we've got still McManus in first, Hunter in second. McChicken is making the pass on Impus for third. We don't get to say that very often here. Rye is in fourth, or I'm sorry, Rye is in fifth. Kyler getting a little squirrely before the uphill. All right.
And these guys are flying.
They are flying. So McManus is still in the lead here. I won't say he's checked out yet, but he's put a small gap between him and Hunter. It's still any man's game. If McManus goes down, he's not holding the lead here. Hunter in second, McChicken in third, Impus in fourth, and Rye in fifth. Ooh, let's see here. Impus makes the pass on McChicken as we round out the first lap here. Enters third position as we come across the finish line. McManus goes down. McManus tosses it in the whoops and makes Hunter. Hunter takes the lead. Impus moves into second. McChicken into third. Rye in fourth, and McManus goes back to fifth. McManus made a critical mistake, and it has cost him the lead. But we are so early in the moto here that anything could happen. Let's keep eyes on the front here. So Hunter has pretty much replaced McManus for the gap that they had. And if I'm Hunter right now, I mean, I want to keep it clean. I want to keep it tight. I don't want to make any mistakes, but you've got to check out. You've got to put the gap between yourself and this second place and third place battle here, or the second place battle, or else it's just going to come back to bite you later. If you don't want to be stressed out the entire moto, you've got to do something about it right now.
It's a close battle between Chicken and Memphis.
McManus has made the pass on Rye back up to fourth, but goes over the inside berm and crashes. So that gives the fifth place position to Reese. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. So McChicken makes the pass on Impus back for second. They come over the roller. Impus, I don't know if he missed the inside berm or what.
Okay. He took it for most of it and then just kind of like fell off at the end.
So Impus is trying to take that position back. He doesn't want to let McChicken have it. He doesn't want to let that be the end of his. And there he goes. He takes the inside line and pushes up through the whoops past McChicken back into second place. We've got a close battle here that just keeps going back and forth between these two riders. McChicken getting steezy over the tabletop, baby. He's trying to put the work on Impus right now. He does not want to let that pass go. Rye still maintains fourth because of McManus' mistake earlier. Reese in fifth. McManus throwing it down in sixth, and Phil right behind him in seventh. So let's go back here to our lead. Man, there's something to be said about this smaller group because it is as entertaining as anything, and it's a little bit easier to keep eyes on. Something happened? Something happened to Impus? Where is
Impus?
Impus?
I think Impus's motor might have blown up. I don't know.
Oh no, you're kidding me. You've got to be joking. All right, so McChicken gets a little squirrely. He's still in second place though. Hunter is starting to put a gap on him because of that. Rye goes down. That puts McChicken and Reese into second and third. McManus is up the uphill past Rye into fourth. Oh man, I think Impus might have blown the motor, boys. McManus in fourth, Rye in fifth, Phil in sixth. So Hunter is still in it.
Making up some ground though.
Yeah, McManus is coming. McManus has got the targeting locked on, and the heat-seeking missiles are still coming out of that tailpipe from Unadilla. He is on the move. I mean, if it weren't for his mistakes, it could be said that he'd probably still be in the lead right now. Obviously, we can't know that for sure, but he has made some mistakes, and he is going to push as hard as he can. He wants to prove something right here and right now, and that is that the Backyard MX A-Class belongs to him. So Hunter's got a pretty big gap on McChicken. Hunter can make a mistake and probably still hold the lead. We don't wish that on him, of course, but he is in first still. Reese is pushing hard through the whoops to try to catch up to Chicken. We'll see if he can make it happen. And McManus is starting to close that gap. McManus is still in fourth. So let me take it on down here and talk about McManus for a moment, if I can get my stuff working properly. So McManus is currently sitting second in the points for Backyard MX. All this week, or all this race rather, I've talked about rounds 3, 4, and 5 for the other riders, but mentioned in the chat earlier that McManus was not able to make it to round 5 to Backyard MX because he did qualify for the PDMX race at Maryland. Obviously we support him in other series, so unfortunate he couldn't make it to round 5. It let Impus gap him in the points. But for rounds 2, 3, and 4, you can see that he and Impus battled extremely hard. So McManus joined us in round 2 and ended up winning that race.
McManus got another position.
Did Reese go down? Is McManus up into third now?
Yes.
Okay, so McManus is in third now. Let's see here.
Oh, Hunter went down. Our leader went down.
Hunter has gone down.
McChicken has gotten around Hunter.
Alright, so McChicken has taken the lead here away from Hunter. Hunter gets a little squirrely in the whoops and goes down again. He might be letting the pressure get to him. This is going to... Oh, he goes down again. We've all been there. You go down, you try to get up as quick as you can, and something happens. You start wobbling and lose it. So McChicken has taken the lead here from Hunter. This is going to put a second place battle on McManus and Hunter, who are both going to push each other and try to catch up to Chicken. At this point in the race, we've still got 13 minutes left. That's a lot of time. So these guys are praying for... Oh no, McManus goes down again and washes it on the inside. Okay, McManus is good. He can still push hard and stay in third. He just has to keep it clean and not make any mistakes. Hunter here, of course, is going to be praying for Chicken's downfall. He wants him to fail. He wants him to minimize this gap between the two and catch back up. He led for almost half this race, and he does not want this to be the end of his round 6 legacy, I guess. So we'll come back to Chicken here later. We'll let him stay in front for now and let Hunter try to catch up. Let's see what Rye can do to try to put it back here on McManus. So talking about Rye here for a moment, Rye has not had, I don't know if it's bad luck or what, but he was not able to start with us at round 4, and he DNF'd. He did not finish the race at Dorno. He had an unfortunate incident in which he had some bike malfunctions, and maybe it was a flat tire, not sure. Didn't get a chance to meet with him after the race. All I know is that he DNF'd. So he is here in the A class, and he is really trying to push hard to bring himself back into a relevant points chase for some position. Gets squirrely on the inside, lets Reese make up some time on him and pass him over the tabletop. So they are bar to bar coming in the corner. Makes the respectable play. Doesn't make contact with Reese on the inside there. So Reese is starting to check out, or starting to gain some seconds on Rye here. They're not quite as close as they were, but we'll see how this battle goes. So we should have
Chicken coming up on lap traffic. Gets around him clean. Lapper ends up going down right before the finish line.
So Rye is pushing Reese as hard as he can, or rather, maybe he's trying to chase him. but they are both going to catch up to McManus if McManus doesn't turn the thrusters on here and do something about Hunter's gap that he has. So here we have Parker Bailey lap traffic. Parker's a new addition to our. Oh man,
McManus goes down again.
McManus makes the mistake. Reese comes through the corner just on the throttle and takes the position away. So, oh man, as we feared, McChicken and Reese come through holding the 1-2 spot, but McManus doesn't want to let it go that easy. Or maybe it's the 3-4 spot because Hunter might still be in second place. Yes, he is. So McChicken is, I mean, compared to third and fourth here, Chicken is gone. They've got to really do what they can to minimize the damage between second place here. If they want to move up in the pack, but this battle between McManus and Reese is hopefully going to stay intense for quite a while. The skill level on these riders is really unlike anything that we've seen yet between these four, and Impus being the fifth. Even with Rye in the mix here, the skill level on these riders is really unlike anything we've seen at Backyard MX. So it's kind of hard to tell because it's a light class in terms of how many people we have on the gate. So we're watching a battle between these two guys, but it's, trust me, they are hauling. They're dropping lap times like I can't even fathom. They're coming up on codes here for lap traffic, so Reese is starting to put a small gap in between him and McManus. We'll see if McManus can do anything to catch up. It's the inside, tries to get a good run through the whoops here, through the rollers. This is where he went down last lap, so. Let's see, there is Chicken a full, almost, more than a lane ahead of Hunter. Hunter more than a lane ahead of Reese and McManus. They are coming up on lap traffic here. If Codes takes the inside, which he doesn't, he opts to go outside. Ooh, and he falls too. Unlucky, but he opted to go outside. That gave Reese the opportunity to go inside, and McManus as well. All right. So we are 8.5 minutes left in this moto. So we are more than halfway through the moto. So just a reminder to anybody who is watching, !Factory Goon in the Twitch chat to become a member of the Factory Goon riding community at MX Bikes. Becoming a member of the Factory Goon community can get you benefits such as 0% off of Doritos and Mountain Dew at your local gas station.
It's a great deal.
It's a great deal. So McManus is really, it's a bigger gap technically where we are right here than where we were last lap, but he's not letting Reese leave him. If a mistake is made here, then McManus is going to have the time to capitalize. 8 minutes left is still quite a lot of time to make something happen. Does McManus have cuts? Because it's showing him in 6th behind Phil and Rye. Somebody went down back there. That might have been Phil. So, man, these riders, they've put the space in between each other, so I think each of them might feel a little bit more comfortable than they did in the early round or in the early laps of the moto. But each of them are maintaining a pretty consistent pace. Every time we come around this section of the track, Hunter is in the same spot that he was before as compared to these two. So I don't want to let fatigue and kind of, the focus get the best of McManus here. So I hope he's able to keep up with Reese. We will see. We didn't really go into the keys to the moto for the A class, but we talked about it in the B and C. One of those things was focus. Of course, at Paleta, the track is fairly simple. It's also fairly plain to look at, so there's not a lot that catches your attention. You sit here and you give all of your adrenaline that you have in a 20-minute moto, and when things start to settle down late in the moto, it's easy to kind of fall into a trance. It's easy to kind of get relaxed and get comfortable with the track because there's not a whole lot of technical aspects to it that make you have to focus throughout each and every lap. So we worry that some of the riders might get a little bit fatigued maybe as the race goes on and lose some of that heart-pounding motivation that they have to stay up front in the early race. So I don't think that is the case with McManus because he seems to be picking up some speed here on Reese and closing the gap. He's in a much better spot now than he was before. So let's see what he can make happen here. Of course, they both take the inside.
I think
wonder.
McManus got this. I'm rooting for him.
Yeah, I think McManus could make the pass back for third. The problem is, there he goes. Reese goes down. There he goes. Reese makes the mistake, and McManus takes the position away from him. The problem is that McManus might have cuts. When they crossed the finish line last lap, he was not physically in 5th, but that's where timing and scoring put him. So we will see what happens as soon as he comes across the finish line here. And he goes down. He goes down. Reese now comes back to third.
Yeah, all over again.
It's all over again. What is this? Tenet? We've gone back in time, boys. 5 minutes left in the moto.
I know when I got to the last 5 minutes, I was having a hard time getting around this track.
Yeah, I think you can get a little bit tired of this track after so long. See, there is Chicken. He is still checked out in the front. Hunter still in second. Hunter Dasher. I will correct that this time.
Oh, McChicken's down.
Chicken gone down in the same spot Reese did last lap, but it shouldn't be too much of a hindrance to his performance here tonight. So this is really the bread and butter of the A-class here. I wish Impus was here to be included in this battle. He was giving McChicken the run for his money early lap, but unfortunately something happened to Impus. We'll have to follow up and see exactly what happened. So McManus goes down again and goes inside the fence. He's going to have to full reset. Oh, maybe he was already on the full reset. I'm not sure. Man, that is heartbreaking. So that moves the battle that McManus was participating in from the battle for third to trying to not lose the fourth place position. That gave Rye the edge he needed to catch up. McManus is going to try to gap Rye here again and just be
Hunter is Hunter's technically only 1 second behind McChicken because McChicken has cuts.
Ooh, where are the cuts coming from on this track? We got some cheeky lines we're going to have to look out for. Somebody's getting punished. Send it down here to...
Lappers are getting in his way. It's only going to help Hunter.
Let's keep eyes on Hunter here for just a little bit. Oh, my God.
There we go. McChicken down. Lapper just cleaned him out.
Had my
and I believe there goes Hunter.
Look, that was Codes.
Oh.
Hunter's right there. Oh. Way closer than he was.
I'll have to see what timing and scoring says when he comes across.
Chicken's in the lappers again. These lappers need to learn what the blue flag means. Oh, it's close. Chicken, Hunter.
Hunter got him.
8 seconds behind Hunter now.
Hunter got him now. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Rye's in front of him now.
So McChicken dropped to third really quick.
Just because of cuts, right?
Yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
Cuts and a lapper, I think, took him out twice.
But so even if we're trying to honor the physical position of the race here, Hunter has caught up. Ooh, something happened. No, Hunter goes down again. Okay, what does this put us here?
Oh my.
Some
There's chaos.
Tragedy in that corner, yeah. Okay, so Chicken checks out again. That puts Reese up into second place. Hunter in third. Again, we're talking physical positions here. Where is McManus? McManus is back in fourth. Rye in fifth. Phil should be in sixth. So this should be a legitimate battle for the fifth place position here between Rye and Phil. Chicken soon about to cross the finish line again.
So McChicken's now back in front on timing and scoring.
Yep, Reese is a fraction of a second behind him with the scoring. I don't want to take eyes off of this battle here. Phil goes down. Man, the bad luck is just really consuming the potential for some of these riders here tonight. Let's see what's happening over here between Kyler and Quakes. McChicken is making the lap around. Might put the lap down on Kyler. Kyler is traditionally one of our B-class riders, but we had such a big turnout tonight that he opted to join the A-class to make room for other riders in the B-class. So also Kyler has been helping me do the race results after each race. So a big shout out to him and thank you for his help. But McChicken does make the pass on him for the extra lap. So that puts Kyler a lap down on our leader. Reese is coming around here, the finish line. The next time around the finish line should be the white flag for Chicken. There's still a possibility here that something could happen between Reese and Hunter and allow Hunter to make up some time.
Rise has been all over the place today. It's been in, I think, 5th, 1st,
yeah,
2nd, 3rd.
Yeah, depending on that on the start straight, he might have actually hit every position in the field. I'm not sure. So Hunter Dasher here with D&H Racing sits in 3rd place right now. Across the finish line last lap, the gap between him and Reese was a little bit smaller, so Reese has kind of put up some time on him in this lap. There might be sections of the track that Hunter's getting to faster than Reese, I'm not sure. So we have the white flag out for our leader, McChicken, who has just crossed the finish line. 1 lap to go here in the Backyard MX A class. Kyler Hockey is again 1 lap down to Reese here. Something happened, nope. So that's still the gap. So the gap last time between Hunter and Reese was Reese in this corner while Hunter was hitting the finish line jump. So there has been some work put in here by Reese to separate himself and Hunter from the rest of the field. Tragedy has struck here for the Backyard MX A class. With Impus having a tragic malfunction that has put him out of the race, and McManus dealing with some unfortunate mistakes that have put him back into 4th physically, but cuts have put him back to 6th, I believe.
So do we know how this is going to affect the point standings?
Well, Impus will likely get a DNF. Hunter and McManus's points are going to affect the overall point standings the most. I would love to have a points as they run overlay, but I don't, and I don't have the mathematical capability to do that for you on the fly anyways, so Paboso needs to put an API in this game, please. But this is going to allow McManus to catch up to Impus in the overall points lead. The thing is Impus doesn't have to worry. Impus doesn't have to worry about his points in general just because he is far enough ahead of McManus because of McManus's DNF, or DNS rather, last week. So Impus is still going to hold the points lead for Backyard MX, but McManus is moving up closer to him in 2nd place, and Hunter will probably be in 3rd.
Looks like McChicken won, Hunter 2nd, Rise 3rd.
What did
McManus 4th?
Did Reese have cuts or something? Or was there something?
Oh,
he had to have 22 seconds down on Hunter. I I think he might have had cut somewhere.
Good race.
Really good race. Yeah, that was some very, very intense action. Chat is calling for moto number